Kickstand deadlift with pronation focus. All pronation focus means is that we are going to give a little bit more intention into what our foot is doing because it is going to affect what our hip is doing. By getting a little more focused pronation at the foot, we're going to turn on those deep hip external rotators, and it's just really going to add some extra goodness to this hinge pattern movement. All right, so I have these foot wedges, but you don't have to have these. I didn't have these for years and still was able to do this. You're just going to get a little rolled up sock. So like a baby sock works really well. You can even use very small rolled up dish towels, anything that is just going to lightly kind of elevate and enable you to push down into the arch of your foot. So I have the wedge right underneath my arch, which is right here. So it looks exactly like this, okay? So first step first, you're gonna get whatever you're using and you're gonna put it under your foot. Then you wanna back yourself up towards the wall, and we don't want to be super spread out. I don't need to be reaching for the wall with my back leg, okay? So I'm just gonna have it propped up here. Then we're going to grab our weight. Now, what we want to think about when we are doing this, this is a hinge pattern. So what I don't want to see is you coming down first. I need to see that hip going back first. As you are doing this, we want to make sure that we can get this side of our pelvis over that femur. Okay, so what we don't want to do is kind of let this go out to the side right here. I want to take this hip bone and I'm going to let this one come forward just slightly, but I'm keeping my knee in the same spot. So notice when I do that, I'm not going to let my knee fall outwards like such, and I'm not going to let it fall inwards. I want to make sure that kneecap is pointed straight forward. This is important, okay? Kneecap needs to come straight forward. So kneecap is straight forward, and then you're gonna let the hip rotate, or the pelvis rotate over that femur slightly. Now you're gonna start your hinge pattern. This leg is your working leg, the one that is doing the pronation at the foot. This one is the working leg. So we're gonna come down, and you'll have the weight in your hand. You're gonna come down, and when you come up, this is the part that's different. As you come up, you're going to really press into the sock, wedge, whatever you're using. You're gonna press, and don't let this knee want to come in, okay? You're gonna press, and what you should feel is in this part of your butt, right here, kind of turning on. So remember, this is still a hinge, okay? I don't want to see this right here. This is not a hinge. We're not letting all that open up. We still need to let all of this open up as we are coming back, and then you're going to press, really making sure that you don't let that knee fall in. And as you come up, you keep your knee slightly bent at the top. Give a really tiny glute squeeze. Give a really tiny glute squeeze just so that you're standing all the way up. You don't need to thrust them under. And that is your wall kickstand deadlift with pronation.